Hi 4-H, it's Miss Hosman. This is our last week of school of 4th grade. I can't believe it. I'm going to go through our last week choice board and then talk to you about some additional options you have for this week, plus how I'm going to be sharing some of those things with you. So I have in the yellow, check in with your teacher to let her know how you're doing in your choice boards. You guys have been doing awesome with that. You can email me or share documents too. I've loved seeing what you're doing. So I'm going to go through each one. Math, you can play Prodigy or Some Dog for 20 minutes. We have a story problem here. You could choose a skill in IXL and complete it. You can use chalk to write math problems on a safe concrete or blacktop surface. You can try out all different types of operations. And then there is a target problem here. So I've created a problem as if we were playing target. In reading, read 20 to 30 minutes. You can read a book. You can read on Get Epic. You can read you can read some Fablehaven. You can find something nonfiction like a magazine, newspaper to read and find subheadings, pictures, and captions. You can read a folktale and tell the lesson learned. You can use Epic on that too. There's tons of folktales there. You can read around the house for 20 minutes, newspaper, cereal boxes, recipes, directions for a game, comics, any of those things. Write a paragraph summarizing what you read today. That is something that you could do. Writing, you could work on your autobiography. Chapter 4, that's a chapter about your family. You can write a sentence for the following homophones: your, grown, and grown. Write a paragraph. Which character would you like to be in a book and why? Are e-learning days a good idea or not? Tell why or why not. So that's a persuasive one. Make sure you give some good details on that. And we have a finish the story. A week ago, something very weird happened while I was home alone. It all started when... All right, so science and social studies, we have practice states and capitals. You can watch a Bill Nye video or Magic School Bus video on YouTube or Netflix. You can compare the weather or temperature in Bloomington to 5 other cities in the West region. So I've given you some examples there of states. Research a national park in the West, like Yosemite, Death Valley, Yellowstone. Share something you might be able to do there. And perform 2 acts of kindness today. So those are the things that we have for this week. Then we have some our specials as usual. So the next thing I want to show you though is something I showed in our class meeting last week. We have some special things for the end of the year, and some of these can replace your choice board completely or some activities. And each day I will share the optional item with you in an email or on Google Classroom so you can take a look at it, kind of like what we did on Earth Day. So we have our class meetings every day except for Wednesday, because Wednesday is going to be our field day. So you're going to be getting some information about, oops, I'm clicking on things. Get some information on field day. And on that day, you don't have to do anything on your choice board. Okay. And you're going to wear Glen Spirit wear. So, there's been a whole group of teachers that have been creating some fun activities that you can do with your family or on your own. So Wednesday is our field day. But Monday, we are going to play a dice game. And then our optional choice board activity, which I will email to you, is taking a virtual field trip. You'll be able to go to New York City, Washington, D.C., Atlanta, Dallas, Los Angeles, or Seattle. And then there's just a response that asked you, where did you go and what was your favorite thing about visiting there? That can replace your whole choice board on Monday, because when we take field trips, that's what happens. Okay, so you can do a virtual field trip. Also, hat day. So you can wear a hat on your virtual field trip and wear your hat to our class meeting. Tuesday, we're playing a class trivia game with about all the friends in our class in our meeting. And then I have an end of the year survey. That is about what you've liked about the year. Okay, and so that can replace activities on your choice board as well. If you want to do more than just a survey, you can, but it can take the place of that. Wear your favorite team or sport. Okay, so that could be like one of your teams that you've been on, or maybe it's like, you know, I like the Chicago Blackhawks, so maybe I'll be wearing that. Okay, and then Thursday, I'm skipping over Wednesday because I already talked about it. Thursday, All of the Fablehaven books have been, or chapters have been posted. So if you've listened to them, you can join early on our class meeting to talk about Fablehaven. And then at 10, we have our normal class meeting, and Miss Brockman and Mrs. Bain are going to be joining our class meeting this week. Also, I have an option for a memory book. The memory book can take the place of your reading and writing for that day. If you choose to do that, I will be emailing you that day, and wear your favorite color. And then Friday, it's like our last big hurrah. We're going to have end of the year awards and celebrations. And the only thing you have to do on Friday is the top 5 things about being in 4-H for incoming 4th graders. So that will be something I send to you, and you can dress for summer. So this week is a little different. The choice board is there for you if you would prefer to do that instead of the optional things. The only day that you have to really do other things, like get some math in and art and all that stuff, if you want to, you can do it on this day, on Thursday. But otherwise, we have so many special activities that are going to be taking the place for your 120 minutes that you would be typically doing your work. If you have questions about that, you can let me know. But Mrs. Roop and I were talking, and I wanted to make it a special last week of school for you. So this is optional if you can do it, these other activities, or you can keep doing your choice board like you normally do. But I hope to see you at least at one class meeting this week. I'm excited to celebrate you and our school year. See you sometime. Bye-bye.